We're active in about 15 campuses, and we're growing very, very quickly. And keep in mind, this is not just a flash in the pan movement. We're going to become an institution to give them the power and the confidence to stand up and let their voice be heard. I started this organization when I was 18 years old. I decided not to go to college. I didn't get in my dream school, which was the United States Military Academy at West Point. I have this idea to galvanize and motivate the future youth of this country around a core set of ideas, not just political parties or politicians. And the ideas are really America's the greatest country in the history of the world. The Constitution is the greatest political document ever written, and free enterprise is the most assured way to lift people out of poverty and create prosperity for all. Those are the three big ideas. And I think that's something that can win. We as Christians are called to go into the public arena to correct error with truth. So I go to college campuses and there's a lot of error. We're all sinners. We are all live in error. I'm far more interested in what God wants of me than what I want from God.
I have to say this without getting emotional, but I'm very proud of my husband. And I know many of you are too. You have worked so hard. And I know a lot of you have seen, obviously, his videos on TikTok and all the stuff he does on campus, but no one gets to see him from my angle except for myself and our children. And the sacrifices that he made this year, he's amazing. I'm very blessed.
And I would not have been able to do any of it without Erica. And that's the real truth. I'll tell you what. You are here as a grassroots response to the top-down revolution happening in this country. I want our Turning Point USA students to receive a round of applause. These are the freedom fighters of America.
The media said that Turning Point could never run a ground game. They weren't experienced. They didn't know Charlie, right?
This is the greatest generational realignment since Woodstock. This generation is the most conservative generation that we have seen in well over 50 years, and the numbers show it. What young people especially are screaming at is they say, give me a structure that I can live my life by. And especially with young men, more challenging of them, more saying, you know what, honestly, I'm not gonna talk down to you. Stop being a boy and become a man. You wanna learn what that means? Come to church and I'll tell you what it means to become a man. Because we have the greatest story ever told. What can I do to save the country? You answer that question every single day because you are doing the work to save this beautiful republic. You are doing something that is bigger than you.
If everything completely goes away, how do you want to be remembered?
I want to be remembered for courage for my faith. That would be the most important thing. Most important thing is my faith in my life.
Hello.
Hello.
Kind of debated on this for a while whether we wanted to do a video on this, just because everybody and their mother's done it. But I'm sure you all know, and I'm sure everyone's heard about Charlie Kirk.
God rest his soul. Such a tragedy.
There's many things I would like to say, but I probably won't. That's for another video for a different time. Like the whole that it's an inside job, which I still probably kind of wholeheartedly believe that it may be an inside job, whether it's the FBI, whether it's Israel, something that's going on.
Something's not adding up.
The fact that what I didn't like was his wife already, 2-3 days he's been dead and already recording supposedly what's to be him in a casket. I just think if that is real, that's kind of low. Why would you do that?
Maybe that's something he wanted her to do.
I don't think so. I don't know. There's something about this whole thing doesn't smell right. But either way, I kind of want to make this video just for a main reason being that these fucked up people that are celebrating his death.
It's just wrong. It's just wrong. You should be allowed to think and say and express how you feel and not be killed over it. It's just, I don't even have the words anymore. I don't even know what to say anymore because this world just is so sick.
He was literally killed over your First Amendment of free speech.
Yeah.
He told the truth, as did Jesus. And I think a lot of you out there need this. I've never been religious. I've never
Y'all need
read
to
the
find
Bible,
Jesus.
but I never knocked it either. I never talked about it because I never read it. I didn't understand it.
You just need to be educated. That's all. That's what you're doing.
It's
Educating yourself.
I figured all this shit that's happening, and I've heard many people say revelations, revelations, revelations. All this is coming true. You need to read it.
Yep.
So I decided to get us a Bible, and we're starting from beginning to end.
I wanted to jump to Revelations, but
how fucked up and demented do you have to be to literally go on social media and celebrate someone's assassination?
what is wrong with you? That's disgusting.
How would you feel if people did that for Martin Luther King?
Yep. Or someone you knew that had an opinion and voiced how they felt or tried to promote positiveness, and someone went and killed them because someone didn't agree with what they thought or talked about. Or so pretty much what it's saying is we're not allowed to say or express how we feel or have an opinion about anything, because if you do, you're going to get killed. That's how it is now.
If you're for free speech, but you're against the other side having free speech, you're a liberal. You're a socialist.
Yep.
You are what's wrong with this country. All that man did was give people a platform to debate.
Yep.
Once you stop talking, violence happens. He's even said that.
It's just sad.
He is a martyr now. And
So sad.
you notice how, too, like, we didn't go out doing riots. We didn't go breaking the stores.
Right.
We didn't act like a damn child that didn't get the toy that we wanted.
Right.
Like they did, let's say, with George Floyd, a criminal, a career criminal.
Yeah.
He had more sympathy than someone who was a man of God, who was a family man. You didn't just kill a guy who had opinions. You took away someone's son, someone's father, someone's husband. Because you didn't agree with what he said.
It's just wrong. Absolutely wrong. It's disgusting.
And I'm sure this has already been said millions of times all
Yeah.
over the internet. But
Yeah.
you know what? We are all Charlie right now.
Yeah. I just feel so bad for his children, especially his son. His daughter,
Everybody, they were all there to witness that happen.
that's just awful. Just awful.
And the whole thing doesn't even make sense to me. Supposedly, you can see the video of him running around the roof, running off the roof. All right? He took the gun apart, supposedly, jumped off the roof, put it back together, and laid it near the forest or the woods. That does not make sense.
No.
Like, the lying needs to stop. And we know it's never going. We're never going to know the truth about anything. It's just the way it is. They're too deep in and dirty, and that's just the way the government is.
Yeah. It's sad.
But whoever killed him literally did the same thing, in essence, that they did to Jesus, because he spoke the truth. They didn't like what he was saying, and they killed him.
Yep.
They were so afraid that he was going to be the next president. And what he was doing was getting the younger generation to get their heads out of their ass and actually look at, hey, there's actually more than what we've been told. All the lies.
Yeah.
He would have been president. After Trump, I'm sure it'd be Vance, and Vance would have Kirk probably as vice president. And then after Vance's presidency, you're looking at Kirk.
Yep. He was coming in as a positive influence, and we can't have that. We can't have anyone preaching Christianity. We can't have anyone preaching about the Bible or verses or how to live a Christian life and how you should treat your wife, how you should treat your family, your children. we can't have that. That's not allowed anymore.
And I'm glad all these people are losing their jobs for saying what they're saying about Charlie.
Didn't like a whole bunch of teachers get fired or something?
Teachers, doctors,
Yeah, a whole bunch of
TMZ, you could see them on camera cheering and jumping up and down when Charlie got killed, but they're saying it was for something else because there was a police chase going on and they got him and that's what they said it was. Yeah, bullshit.
Really?
I said this on Facebook. We need to take away social media. They want to kill us for having an opinion and freedom of speech. Then take it to them where it's going to freaking make them miserable. Get rid of social media because that's where all these pieces of shit go to voice their opinions and spew this hatred. Take away a platform where they can be heard and you won't hear them again.
That's why I think that the shooter, the supposed shooter, I don't think the fire squad should be coming in shooting his self up. I think they should lock him in a cell for the rest of his life and play over and over and over and over all the preaching, all the interviews with Charlie, all the debates, and let that be his hell.
I don't think so. Because you're paying to keep him fed, showered, and getting him an education the rest of his life being in prison.
Yeah.
He doesn't deserve it. He doesn't deserve it.
But biblically, it would be the best way.
Get rid of biblically right now. This is something needs to change.
Well, his wife is going to think that. I'll tell you that right now. She's a very, very strict Christian. She's not going to want.
I think everybody's a sinner, and everybody's going to have, how you say, I guess you could call it relapses. Something, I don't know, he needs some type of torture for the rest of his life.
That would be the torture. Him having to sit there and watch over.
The thing like that, though, people don't care, Jen. They don't care. What's that going to do?
Torture him.
It will not. You think Gacy was tortured? You think Dahmer was tortured? Thinking about that? Seeing all those interviews and hearing about it all the time? No. That got them off. They loved it.
I don't know.
You didn't like what he said, so let's kill you.
Sad.
This is why I was a big advocate about keeping history in school and trying to get rid of it. When you get rid of history, you're condemned to repeat it. Mm-hmm. And that's what we're doing. We're repeating our history.
Yeah.
We are teetering on the edge of civil war. And I can guarantee you, civil war is not something the left wants. You have 400 to 500 million firearms in this country, and that number is growing every day. Guess which side has the majority of those firearms? Mm-hmm. You guys won't win. This isn't something you want. It just isn't. You've lost this war before. The only thing I will say about the right wing, the conservatives, the Republicans, is that we talk a lot, but nothing gets done. We say what should happen. We say what we're going to do, but nothing gets done. Now is the time talking stops and you need to start taking action. Whatever that is. Whatever it is. Anybody that's ever had a post about anybody about how they hate them, whatever. But when you start saying anything, any threat ever towards anybody, put them in jail. We need insane asylums opened up again. These are where these people belong. The left is nothing but lunatics.
Sad.
I was watching some videos on YouTube this morning about just like the initial reaction to when like Megyn Kelly and Glenn Beck all these people, like when they initially heard that he passed away. You've seen it tear them apart. And it's like a lot of people in this country and all over the world, for that matter, they say it feels different this time because it is different. He wasn't a politician.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't running for office. He was a private citizen going to universities, running a YouTube channel of debating, just talking. That's all it was. They are literally taking away your freedom of speech by letting them do this. It's something needs to change. Now, I'm not inciting violence, and I'm not saying we should stoop to their level, but what is it going to take for them to realize what they're doing is wrong?
They don't care. They haven't cared, they don't care, and they're not going to care.
It feels like maybe if they start losing people they truly care about, they'll know how it feels. Maybe that would make them stop. But then again, maybe it won't. Maybe civil wars is something inevitable that needs to happen. I feel like wholeheartedly that, yeah, they have, a lot of them have mental issues. But when you mix that with these COVID vaccines, I believe that's doing something to these people's brains that's brainwashing them.
Well, that was the whole plan.
You mix that with the 5G towers, whatever it is, I don't know. Something does not feel right about this one. I don't feel like this was just a random crazy lefty. But then again, it could be. But I'm just mainly, this video was about all these sick, demented, fuck libtards that are celebrating his death.
You know, what's funny too is they're saying, what about all these shootings? I guess the same day another high school got shot up. There was another one recently too. But if it was one of their left, it would, the whole world would need to stop. Then they wouldn't be saying that.
It's funny
that
too.
Pisses me off.
It's like this is the second or third time, because what's her dumbass face, Rosie O'Donnell, when that school shooting happened, and it was probably some right-wing mega.
Boy,
like, okay, so that's okay for you to start just spewing out shit and just assuming, but when we actually come at you with the facts, oh, that's not true. See, it's everything that you blame the right of doing, you are guilty of doing. You are the biggest hypocrites ever.
Yeah.
Anything that you claim that Trump did or Kirk did, Kirk is racist, Trump is in bed with Russia. No, that was your narrative, just taking little snippets of Kirk's speeches and trying to make him sound racist. That was Hillary Clinton and the left and Obama and all of them that were in bed with Russia, blaming it on Trump. You guys tried to kill Trump. I remember that day. There's a lot of you saying, oh man, a millimeter to the right or whatever it was and would have got him. Damn it. That is not okay. And then you got all these Stephen Colbert, Jimmy Kimmel, stupid ass, all these libtard talk show hosts like, let's stop pointing the finger. Let's just agree. Oh, so now you want to agree that it's wrong. Why the sudden change now? What's going on? Because now it's out in the open. Everybody knows it. You weren't expecting all these people to be this upset about it.
Yeah.
That's what's changed this time. That's why it feels so real. That's why it feels so different, is because he was one of us. But nobody knew him. We didn't know him personally, but it felt like we did somehow. And we felt it. Like, it didn't feel right when we found out he died.
Stunning.
And then we haven't forgot, I can't pronounce her name, so I don't want to butcher it, but that girl that got stabbed.
Oh, yeah, that poor girl.
By that guy on the train or bus, whatever it was.
True.
How was he arrested 14 fucking times and let go every single time? How?
Yep.
It's these damn libtard ran states and these damn fucking judges.
Mm-hmm.
They all need to go to prison.
Yeah.
I agree with Trump. He deserves the death penalty.
That goes back to Pritzker in Illinois. That's that law he wanted to pass. Let those crazy people out. Continually let them out. And murderers run free. And that's a good example.
Yeah. Pritzker said that's Trump's fault that she got killed.
Yeah, but Pritzker's the one that wanted that, what was it called?
I don't remember.
Where he wanted to let people out of jail that were murderers, that set people's houses on fire. You can attempt to murder someone and only get a ticket and have to go to court.
They can camp on your front yard and live there and you can't kick them off.
Yeah, but Pritzker says that was Trump's fault. But that's something you want to do. You want to let all these nut jobs out of freaking jail that have committed murder or even attempted to murder someone. But then you're saying what this guy did is Trump's fault, but yet you're wanting to do the same thing as let all your crazy Cook County people out of jail, and that's what's going to happen. If it hasn't already, I don't even know if it has, but yeah. It's just messed up.
You can really see in the real world out and about how deranged, sick-minded, and twisted and just mental these people are. Today at Publix, we seen one of the fuck do you call it? A fluffy.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Wearing the fucking ears and the tail. What the fuck are you doing?
And she was looking around for attention too.
She was nothing to look at. She looked like fucking Rosie O'Donnell.
She was
shat on her face.
looking around to make sure she was seen. Like, we don't give a flip other than the fact that you look like a fool. You look like a damn fool. Whatever. She literally had a tail. She had a freaking tail, fluffy tail like
and
Lexi.
Ears.
And fluffy ears. Yeah. Yeah. You looked like an idiot. But whatever. I can be okay with you're gay, you're lesbian, you're bi, you're whatever. That you do you. Whatever makes you happy underneath the sheets or behind the walls or closed doors. That's you. That your sexual preference is none of my business. I could care less. That's like us being straight. We should be, pushing it on people. We don't care, But to go around looking like a freaking fox, that's beyond wrong. It's just wrong. I don't even know what to say about that. But it's just the fact that they're just letting these kids know that this is okay, and that's why we're having, 22-year-olds shoot innocent people.
This is literally, you can grow up to be anything you want to be. Yep. That whole saying you got when you're a kid, yep. You can grow up to be anything you want to be. I don't think they meant this. Mm-hmm. Being a 30-something-year-old fucking dumbass pretending you're a fox.
I can't with that. That's just over the top with that one.
Like I said, nothing against the gays, nothing against the trannies, whatever. Just don't force it down people's throats.
Yeah. Yeah.
And don't expect us to cater to your every fucking need.
Right. So it's just like us being straight. We're not sitting here gloating about it or prancing around about it or having national days about it or getting a renter's voucher because we're part of that community because we're straight. We don't get that. We don't brag about that. We carry on our lives like normalcy. But that community, the fluffiness and the whatever, I'm kind of like speechless with it all. I didn't even know, all I could think when I saw that was okay. I didn't know what, I just didn't know what to say to that. Because honestly, I think that's my first encounter with that. Seeing it live. I've seen it, all over God's creation on, TV and stuff, internet, but I've never seen it live. So it was kind of weird, actually witnessing someone, I don't know.
Unfortunately, it wasn't my first, but it's
When did you see one? And where?
I've seen them everywhere.
Really?
Yeah.
Here? Back home?
A couple here and a couple back home.
Wow.
But it's...
I don't know.
Do you just don't force everybody else around you to cater to you?
Yeah.
There's
And then-
2 genders, male, female. I don't give a fuck what you say. You can go somewhere else with that shit. When you're dead in the dirt, that autopsy is going to either declare you a male or a female. Sorry, not sorry. If you were born a male and you decide that you're a female, you're still a he to me. Call me ignorant, call me a homophobe, a tranophobe, what the fuck ever you want. I know I'm not, but I know that I'm going to be biologically correct calling you what the fuck you are.
I don't know. It's messed up.
But as far as Kirk, it's sad.
So sad. His poor wife and children.
Again, I don't like to always be a conspiracy theorist about everything. I do think there's a chance that the world's a stage. We're all actors. I do believe that it could be inside job. It could be the FBI. It could be Israel. It could very well just be some left-wing fucking fucktard that killed him.
Since you said Israel, Candace Owens is telling everyone a week prior to his death, someone in Israel contacted him to go out there. So, I mean, Candace, she's on. She's thinking we are the same way we are. This is not right. Something's not matching up. This doesn't make sense.
I try not to put too much stock into Candace anymore.
Neither
after
do I,
she
but she's
decided to show her ass with Trump.
But she's making sense with this, though. Her and him were very close. She knows him very well. Her family's very, very well. He was with her when she met her husband. They went to each other's weddings. They've been a part of each other's lives, you know. But even Candace is skeptic like we are, and she was a personal friend with him. So for that being said, yeah, I agree with you about her and what happened with Shapiro and all that stuff, but something's not adding up. And for her to even notice it, and we're noticing it as just citizens, I mean...
No, it's just... I kind of don't blame Shapiro now why he let Candace go. Who knows what she did? But like,
I agree.
Here, I said, it didn't make sense. The guy runs on the building. The gun he used to shoot Kirk, took it apart, put it in his backpack and his pants or whatever it was,
and he
jumped off the building.
Jumped off the building. Didn't break an ankle. Didn't break a foot.
Anyway, he gets down.
Weird.
Puts the gun back together, lays it in the woods, and that's where they find it. Okay, yeah, that makes total sense. Total.
So you think his parents got the money?
Yeah, and even that. As soon as they said there's going to be reward, the dad turns them in for $100,000.
Yeah.
What's that money for?
Right.
Why him?
Yeah.
Turning in your own son for a reward. That doesn't sound right to me. There's something else going on there. Now, there's rumors now saying, or conspiracies that was, or even, just rumors. People supposedly saying that they have proof that he's in witness protection right now because he was getting threats, death threats. Israel was involved. Like I said, I don't know what to believe. It wouldn't surprise me if that's for real because, let's be honest, when Trump was president the first time around, that's when you really got full exposure to all the bullshit that they've been lying to us about for years and everything came to light. They've always been afraid of Trump. If Trump never was president, we would not know about all this. He exposed a lot of stuff, and a lot of it they just shot themselves in the foot and did themselves. Mm-hmm. Think about this. It's all the shit that Trump done that's good, everything that he's done. If a liberal gets in, you see how happy everybody is right now from everything that he's done. They would undo every single thing, all the good he's done. And all the things that they've done was shooting Trump, killing Kirk, All they're doing is digging themselves a bigger grave, a deeper grave, to make sure they will never get elected again unless they cheat, which they always do. They always cheat. They can never win.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what's funny is that Trump is more of a Democrat with the way he's running the country than the left are. The left is just radical, insane nut jobs. Trump is actually more of a true Democrat from like John F. Kennedy days.
And did you see the clip when they were in the House and they wanted to do a silence for Kirk, and the left threw a fit, were F-bombing and swearing that was ridiculous, and that's absurd.
When your precious AOC or someone stupid, that what's her name, Omar, whatever, lady dies, we would never do that, but can you imagine if we did? What kind of nut job bullshit shit you guys would be doing?
And the whole world would need to stop.
There'd be riots. There'd be shootings. Y'all be looting stores. The world needs more of this.
Y'all need Jesus. Everyone needs to get right with God.
You don't have to believe everything if you don't want, but you should read it because a lot of shit that's happening.
You should believe in Jesus. You should believe in God if you want eternal life.
A lot of shit's coming true.
If you don't know what to say. Sorry for you.
Well, I think that's enough for our rant. It'll be interesting to see what happens in the next couple weeks.
Yeah.
Something big's going to happen.
So everyone's on the internet talking about the 23rd.
Oh, the supposed rapture?
If you're well educated, the Bible says that he will come like a thief in the night. The angels in earth or in heaven don't know. No one besides God, Jesus knows. No one knows when the second coming of Christ is going to happen. Nobody knows. Poppycock. And if those were educated, they would know that. And it's just funny how everyone's feeding into this 23rd date. Yes, the world is getting crazier by the moment. People are becoming more insane as the days progress. But do I think we're in the end times? Yes. That's our ducks beaking at the door for us to give them food.
I think that was my package.
Oh, by the way, because I'm an animal lover, and we have ducks that come and visit and want to be fed by me. My asshole neighbors that can't keep their freaking nose to theirself came up to my husband while he was in the garage the other day and was bitching about me feeding the ducks. So I can no longer feed our ducks because I'm going to get a $50 fine from our stupid HOA, which is another flippin' reason why I cannot wait to get the hell out of here. 3 months? 4? I don't know.
Not soon enough.
Our lease goes up in January and we're out of here. We're freaking out of here. But anyways, see ya, Jacksonville. But I hate people. And this is why I keep to myself and I don't talk to anyone.
Well, that's very Christian-like, hating people.
Well, I'm an animal lover. And I'm not doing anything. I'm not harming anyone. The ducks aren't harming anyone. But it's a fine that you feed the wildlife, I guess, here. And it's just beyond me.
They're complaining about because of all the poop that's in everybody's driveway and sidewalk. That's the geese.
I don't feed the geese.
The ducks don't do that.
No, they don't. So
the geese just walk around this neighborhood like they're a damn gang looking to steal your money. They're just everywhere walking, shitting everywhere.
They are. That's not my fault. I can't. That's nothing I can do about that. And even before I started feeding these ducks, there was still geese poop all throughout the neighborhood because I take one of my dogs for a daily walk, and long ago there was poop everywhere. So it's not just because of me. So all the neighbors are complaining that the ducks are pooping everywhere because of me.
Even though it's the geese.
It's the geese. It's not the ducks. So big F you to that. What else is going on?
Not a thing.
Just, yeah. Anything else?
No. I hope not.
Nope.
But thank you guys for listening to our, what is it, almost a 40-minute rant. What does that say, 32 minutes?
I like to say it's mostly you ranting at me.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys sometime. Whatever we decide to do. Who knows? Bye.
Peace.
Only in America is it possible to say, you know what, I don't like the way the country is going, and to do something about it. Take that risk. Take that leap of faith. Stay involved. Trust God and act obediently. Romans 12:2 verse. That God will use all things for good for those who love him. It's bigger than you. I want you to remember that. It is bigger than you. It's bigger than me. You aren't here to make somebody else's life better, the pursuit of liberty and freedom. You know what gives me strength? The hundreds of thousands of you that say, Charlie, keep going. 1 Corinthians 5 and 15. So that's all pretty amazing evidence, not just intra-biblical evidence, but extra-biblical evidence that Jesus Christ was a real person. He lived a perfect life. He was crucified, died, and rose on the third day, and he is Lord and God of